I'm Casey.
And I'm Laura.
And we're the cooks at Bishopswood. And today we're going to teach you how to make a camp favorite, Kongo bars.
Woo!
At camp, we usually make this in like big batches, like it makes hundreds and hundreds of them, but we scaled it down so you guys can have that camp feeling at home. And we're gonna get started. All right, so here we have the Kongo bars recipe. It is enough for one 9x13 pan. We have 2/3 of a pound of butter, which is 2.5 sticks, 2.25 cup of brown sugar, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2.25 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2.5 cups of chocolate chips. So the first thing that we've got is all of our ingredients all measured and ready to go. The first thing that we're gonna work with is butter. It's room temperature, so it's nice and soft and it'll mix easily. 2/3 a pound of it. And then brown sugar, 2.25 cups. And we're gonna cream those together. The mixer is gonna be kind of loud until they're light and fluffy, so it'll take like 5-ish, 4-ish minutes.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. But something with a motor is very helpful. Otherwise, it's gonna take you a while. So we're just blending those up. And then while that's mixing, Laura's gonna combine her dry ingredients all together. So that's flour, baking powder, and salt. The flour is 2.25 cups. The salt's 1 teaspoon, and the baking powder is 2.5 teaspoons. Okay. Just mixing all those together. Get nice and fluffy. And then another thing that we're gonna get going while that's getting whipped up is our pan. So we're using a glass pan, but if you have a metal pan, that's fine. Just some cooking spray, or you can use the wrapper from the butter. Just all around the bottom. And then a piece of parchment that fits in the bottom. Press it in a little, and then spray it right on top. Get the sides. And our cream, butter, and sugar is ready.
It's looking good. It should lighten up. You'll be able to see. Do we want to show them the
Sure.
the lightened up?
It's a bit paler in color. If you made chocolate chip cookies, you've done this. Good to go.
Good to go.
All right, so in there, we're going to put our eggs one by one. So we're gonna plop an egg in, and then mix it up, plop another egg in, mix it up, do it with the third, boom, boom.
Okay. And on low speed.
Yeah, you don't want egg all over the place. So that's one, and then 2. And then our third one. There we go.
It looks great. Okay, all combined.
Excellent.
Now what, Case?
Now our dries go in.
Dries. Well, vanilla?
Oh, the vanilla. Pardon.
Okay.
Makes it real sweet, really good.
Can't forget the vanilla. All right. Mix, yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Now the dries.
Now the dries.
Now the dries.
Okay. Should I mix the dries?
You can use your fingers.
Look at it. Over
You can also use a
thing.
fork if you need to.
Can I add it all at once?
I would go bit by bit.
Okay.
Especially with a mixer like this, you want to put in maybe 1/3 or half of the dries so you don't end up with a flour
Right. And
explosion.
again, speed plus.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulls off.
Pulse. Okay.
Looking good. And then some more dries.
Just gonna go for it.
You might end up in a cloud, but that's okay.
Okay.
On off. Oh yes. You can have a buddy help you with this stuff.
This is a 2-person job.
This is what we call teamwork.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Good.
Cool. Last thing is something that's super important. The chocolate chip.
And scraping the bowl.
And scraping the bowl.
Get everything in there. And then now we don't want to overmix, right?
So it's just a very quick incorporation of all the chocolate chips.
All the chocolate chips. There we go.
Thank you. And then you plop it in the pan. We have the oven preheating at 350. Plop it right in. And then spread it out.
Yeah, I think a pan with edges might be best.
Yeah, because it tends to rise. At camp, we make them in sheet trays, and I never think that it's gonna rise. And then the first time that I made them, they actually
Got
went
everywhere.
over the edge and on the bottom of the oven. So
Now,
a pan with edges is best. Something that you would usually make brownies in, or anything that'll catch anything that's gonna rise.
right.
So everything's nice and smooth. We're gonna pop it in the oven. It bakes for a while, probably between 30 to 40 minutes, I think. And then,
So we'll set a 16-minute timer, flip it, another 16.
and then you don't want to cut into them until they're set. When they come out, they're super duper gooey, so we let them set sometimes even overnight before we flip the pan and cut them up. But we won't get to see that until they're all baked, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so here we are. We've got finished Kongo bars. They ended up baking for about 45 minutes. We'll test the inside and it comes out perfectly clean. There's no gooey dough or anything on the knife, so that means that you're ready to go. And we just cut them right in the pan using a paring knife. The knife goes through so easily because they're just, you know, gooey, delicious, sugary, chocolate chippy, dessert greatness. And because of the parchment at the bottom of the pan, everything should come out nice and easily. So we'll take this edge piece. First piece isn't always pretty, but this one sure is. Oh my gosh. Woo! Look at that goo! Happy Kongo bars!